Now, let me put you onto a game that emphasizes the fact that many will seek and will never find. Here are the very exact forms that you will fill out to get the direct deposit. I know most people don't even have the deposit account yet, but don't worry. I need to show you this form first because these are the forms just like you would take a W-9 to open a bank account for business, like many people already know if you have one. These are the equivalents of the form you will take there to open this particular deposit account when it comes to birth certificate monetization. This is game that took me a lot of pain to corroborate, find, and use through a lot of trial and errors, a lot of time, and a lot of stress. So you should listen very carefully because I'm just handing it to you. When I say a lot of people will seek and never find, this is one of it. And once I'm done showing you this form, I'll show you why. One of the forms you'll fill out to cash voucher for transfers between appropriations and or funds. Go to the video when it comes to case audits, and we've went over the definition of appropriations. Well, just like they do that with court cases, you can do that with a birth certificate. The stuff a lot of people are seeking when they say they're using my account, I got to do the same thing, and they're telling them, hey, you give me what your information is because I give you a W-9. Excuse me for saying this, but people are dumb. People are doing things the opposite way. W-9 is what you present to banks when you open up a bank account so that you can transfer monies to them and they can transfer monies to you. When it comes to things of the sophistication of the birth certificate and interest holders, it's standard form 1080s when it comes to appropriation. And of course, standard form, that whole crap people are doing with 1040V. When I confidently say in other videos that people are clueless, this is precisely what I mean. 1040V is accepting that you did have tax liability. And now you submitted the fact that you want to claim it back through credit because you once had tax liability that you had someone voluntarily take out of you one way or the other. So now you're playing in the position of a debtor and you're begging someone to give it back to you through a 1040V after first self-reporting to the IRS. That's not the voucher you use for things of this nature. When it comes to the realm of taxes, sure, go ahead and do that. Nothing wrong with that. But people are mixing and matching. Like I always say, do not mix and match. The voucher you use is standard form 1080. See, a lot of people know that GSA forms have some thing to it. Contract bid forms, SPC, they've heard of all that. But they just stop at that brick wall of what someone has given to them as hype train. SF 1080 by the Department of Treasury themselves is the voucher that you use for your appropriation after this bullshit here. This is where people are misled as an alternative means to those three forms I just showed you. People are misled to say, hey, go fill this out. So they just create a duplicate ens legis and render that spiritual name to the Social Security Administration. Why are you creating another ens legis? This is not a voucher. This does not do anything for you but make you a slave. It speaks about citizenship, have you mark and create the gender for that new name that you have, and you just resubmit yourself to the same people enslaving you financially in pen and paper. This is the substitute fuckery that a lot of people doing the SPC go through. This is the substitute trash that whoever figured out those three forms of how you cash out with a birth certificate monetization, if you're going through the convertible route, if you cannot do an IPO, those people who figure it out, this is the bullshit they give to you to fill out because they want to distract you from figuring the truth out. No more of that here. We're going to let all the cat out of the bag. Either that, or they just haven't done it and they don't know. When you look at this form, it doesn't give you any out or method for you to monetize anything. It just makes you a slave and hands the monies to someone else. This is the substitute bullshit people deal with. This is what people use. Hence, people will seek and will never find those three forms I just showed you, those standard forms that people call cash. Yep, That's what I'm referring to. Now let's go back to the video we were explaining. Now, whether or not you're using the insurance method, 31 USC, UCC 4, UCC 4A, the Federal Reserve Operating Circular. The complete video has been posted on the Patreon page. Take care. Best of luck.